Hey everybody, we are 3 weeks in of continuous episodes.
Wow.
Welcome to Keeping It 1492, episode 61. We have lots to talk about.
China.
See, I
never know if we mean the country or the WWF wrestler.
China. Well, she's Rochester resident, R.I.P.
Yep.
So, kind of to kick off the week, I've had. I mentioned we have lots of content here. So I'll start with my cat has been having some health issues.
Uh-oh.
So I brought him in a few weeks ago, and they said he was fine. And then last week, he's been having like urinary issues. So I had to bring him back in, and they're like, yeah, essentially he's clogged. He couldn't pee. Basically, if you can't pee, what happens is your fucking bladder just fills and fills until it explodes.
Did you start giving him Kolsch instead of water?
No, I did not.
I
thought about it. But
how old is Bruce? He's not.
He's only 5.
Yeah, he's not even that old, I thought. Okay.
And you saw he was very, just chill last time you guys were hanging out at my house.
Yeah.
So, last time he got a, what is it called?
Sounding?
No, well, it's basically...
Ultrasound?
Not an ultrasound.
Kitty pap smear?
Why can't I think about it? I can't fucking recall the name. Anyways, but basically it's to help him pee.
Catheter?
Catheter, yes.
A catheter?
Catheter.
So he's gotten it before. Had to get it again.
Like a little tube up his track?
Up his kitty penis, yeah.
Do they just leave it there?
Yeah.
Oh,
Does
wow.
it
that's so.
Do they take it out again, or does it go away?
Well, so he's done it before, but so the option this time was he needs surgery. I said, okay. Well, I was already fucking livid because I brought him into the vet, so that was $160, and I was like, you guys aren't doing your job.
Yeah, if they would have figured that out sooner.
So they had this vet tech call me and tell me basically it was my fault. And I had Friday off, and I was livid. I was like, how dare you? Like, I watch my cat. Like, I feed him well, and and they're like, you didn't tell us about his cat allergies. I was like, are you kidding me? I told you this. You didn't record it. Like, I've said it multiple times. Wow. My girlfriend said it to you. So, long story short, needs a surgery. Surgery basically, what they do is they remove his penis and turn him into a fucking a female cat.
What?
Yeah,
Really?
it's the true and this is a very common thing for male cats because it's basically crystals in the urine. So it's to the cat it feels like sharp knives sticking like someone.
So they don't want to pee.
Is it almost like kidney stones for cats?
Yeah. So that he needed the surgery.
So he's a girl now?
Well, he's going to be peeing like a girl. So that was the one thing. And he's still not home. I'm not getting him home till tomorrow. But
When did you send him in?
last Friday.
A whole week?
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have to pay room and board for that?
Yeah, it's about $1,200.
Holy crap.
Wow.
Yeah. So I was pissed.
Do you have
man.
pet insurance?
No. I was
I don't know anyone who does.
I told
It's
the
a thing.
vet.
My workplace offers it for your pets.
Really?
Yes.
I told the vet.
I would
I'm
have 6 pets then.
I mean, you still have to pay stuff. I mean, it's not
well.
It's not cheap for pet insurance either. One of my friends, she actually posted on Facebook that she was looking for better dog insurance because it was $200 a month or something. It was something crazy.
I wouldn't pay $200 a month.
Yeah, I mean that's $2,400 a year. It's
I don't-
freaking expensive for
my-
me.
you don't have to bring a cat to the
my
vet.
own insurance is less than that.
But I
Communist.
told the vet, I was like, you're treating me and my cat like we're just a transaction. Like you don't actually care about my cat.
Well, I mean,
And the
you
woman
are.
was like, how dare you say that about this clinic? I was like, I brought him in last week. You didn't diagnose. I knew something was going on. I told you something was going on, and I was ignored. So, long story short, he's having the surgery. I'm paying the money.
Did you go to a different vet?
I told him we're leaving after this is. And I feel like out of spite, they're keeping them longer to make me pay more. Ugh. So that happened. And then on Tuesday, we do our weekly work meetings, and our boss explained, my boss and his wife, who owned the company, who sold the company a few years ago, explained they're leaving the company. So now it's...
Is everyone gonna... Do you think is everyone getting let go?
Mm-mm. I'm basically going to be taking on their responsibilities.
Your new bosses are from China, and...
No, well, we're owned by a company based out of Iowa. But the thing is, it's
pretty
good,
much China.
It's good for me because
China South.
They're expanding my role, and knock on wood, I'm going to get a title change and more compensation.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
So
that's good.
But then it's obviously more of a headache.
So good news, bad news situation.
Yeah, and they're leaving in 2 weeks. So, but they knew it. Like, they sold the company 2 years ago, and they sat us down. And initially, that was my first reaction, was like, I'm losing my fucking job. Oh no! And then he called me. He's like, that is not the case. They need this company. Don't worry about it. You're good. He's like, if I were you, stick with the company. Just work your butt off. But you have leverage. But don't use it as when you start off right away. Like, I want to get paid more. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I would do it now. I'd send them a nice letter on a proper letterhead.
Well, I'm excited, but that basically my new boss, they're bringing in one woman to kind of oversee everything, and she's cool, but she's going to be working out of Washington D.C. So we're going to literally work in an office unsupervised.
Where you're in charge.
I'm right now in office-wise command. I'm like,
that is a terrifying premise.
Why is it terrifying? You don't know me.
I just picture like a Jenny Kolsch kegerator or something.
I do not do drugs or drink or anything while
it's
working.
Not 1980 anymore.
I just picture you turning into like a tech company and there's like a foosball table, Kolsch kegerator.
Well, it's not a bad idea. I'll put that down on my notes.
See? That's how it starts.
But I already have
Hawaiian shirt Wednesday.
Yeah. Sports.
That would be the deal breaker for me. I'm out.
Now I can wear. Now we can actually have Jersey Day, which I've always wanted. So, wear my sports jerseys. But yeah,
excuse me.
That's been my week summed up.
I thought you meant like New Jersey Day.
What, like you do New Jersey things?
Yeah. Like,
jeez, excuse me.
I don't know,
like you have to eat gabagool and watch The Sopranos.
Complain about Hoboken traffic.
Talk about.
I'm trying to think like. Bad. I mean, you could still wear jerseys as long as they're New Jersey Devils and other New Jersey-based teams.
They're the only one left.
Well, the Giants and the Jets both play in New Jersey.
But their team name's New
That's
York.
Why the Bills,
work.
Only New York team.
That's marketing-wise, and that's kind of stupid. I don't understand why they... So the Buffalo Bills are... you're wearing the Bills hat right now.
I am. This is my...
Looks like a 1990s hat.
I don't remember where this hat came from. It just was in my house as long as I can remember.
Is there a trademark date on it? Like, is there a label inside that has like
I don't think there's a
year?
date. I'm taking off my headphones, so I might sound different.
Listeners, Kyle is taking off his headphone. He is now looking through his hat for a sticker.
Look how old this tag is.
Yeah, can I see it?
Yep. It's a new era hat.
Okay.
Made in Korea.
Perfect.
Tom is he's our praiser of sports memorabilia.
This is worth negative $4. Right, there's not a year on it, which, like I said, it's not too surprising. But based on how faded it is, it also has like the old school like Team NFL logo. I would say this is a mid-90s hat.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been, I think it was in my garage for a long time. Somebody kind of tried to bend it in like a triangle. So I've been always a little bit fixing that brim. I remember my brother used to put hats in the freezer.
That's weird.
I think it was something to try to, like, you bend the brim and then it was like solidifying it or something.
Well, they have the like holders now. You can put a hat in like the wash. If you want to wash your hat, it's a holder so it keeps it in place.
I mean, it used to be like the thing to do to bend your brims.
I never did that. I don't understand that.
That's still what like old people do, but now everyone keeps them flat. And
I always kept them flat. It's just weird to bend it. You're ruining the hat. It doesn't make any sense.
Well, Tom, you were part of that era though. Like before that era, you would bend it.
I guess that was part of the new era.
Well, that's what the hat is. But,
Thank you. That's what I was going for.
This brim has somehow remained relatively flat.
Well, good. It survived 20 years, 2 Bushes in the White House, and it's still going.
More than 20. This is like...
There's got to be like early... There's got to be a copyright date on there.
Right?
There isn't, just since 1920. That's why I looked.
Yeah,
I was hoping, because a lot of stuff have a
this hat's
copyright, so you can see it.
This hat's from 1920. It predates the Bills.
Possibly.
Which, what's the Bills, like 1930s?
1960s.
Oh, they're not? Okay. I think like some teams go back to the 30s, don't they? Like
Yeah.
Redskins.
Rochester actually had a NFL team called the Rochester Jeffersons.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a cool name, too.
Yes, back when Rochester was a thriving metropolis.
I remember we had the
sports
indoor
teams.
football team, the Brigade. Mm-hmm. I always wanted to go to one of those games, never did.
Way back when in the 50s, Rochester had a National Basketball Association franchise.
The Rochester Royals.
Relocated to Sacramento for more money.
World Championship, NBA Championship.
Yes.
No kidding.
1955.
Way back when. Buffalo also had a professional NBA team at the same time called the Buffalo Braves that became the LA Clippers.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Why was I thinking
They both left around the same time. I think that's when like sports was getting more and more popular. They saw the West Coast, market and money.
Yeah.
And Rochester and Buffalo teams both got shipped out west.
Well, Rochester...
Because they already had the Knicks, and then you had like the teams like the Knicks in Philadelphia.
I feel like the Rochester team went to another city before Sacramento.
Yeah, they ended up being the Sacramento Kings. Yeah.
They were, I think there's something modern.
I think they had their own like Midwest to West, like the Mormons. They started up here. They probably went to the Midwest. Had a lot of issues in St. Louis, and then eventually got out west.
Mm-hmm. Rochester was like the most happening city. Well, one of them from like 1830 to like probably like 1970.
I would say 1910-20 was the pinnacle when Nick Chevy Tahoe's created the garbage plate. Mm-hmm. That's when we were in the ascendancy, and it was all down.
We can't have 2 episodes on the garbage plate. Yeah. But
I mean, why not? It spent the first 45 minutes talking about garbage plates and tap water last time.
We'll be talking about garbage plates after the beer fest.
Yes, on a scale of 1 to 10, how excited are you guys for this Saturday, the first inaugural Keeping It 1492 craft beer tasting, sponsored by the Lilac Festival and all other sponsors of said Lilac Festival?
Tom, did you get us our lanyards yet?
If you want to give me a couple $1,000s, I can get them.
Lanyards,
couple $1,000.
Yeah, for a tent and lanyards, it's expensive.
We don't need a tent. We just need lanyards that are like keeping it 1490.
You want to get lanyards for Lilac Festival, but you won't go to Alien Con.
You were in charge of getting the press passes for Alien Con.
They still don't have the press contact yet, which is scary considering it's only a month away.
You have to do more digging.
Maybe they sold out.
You can't sell out press passes.
Yeah.
An event
this big. Shatner is the keynote speaker.
So we could technically get press passes for the Super Bowl as well.
Yeah, I will reach out to the Lilac Festival, send them a nice email, see if they can get some on the fly. Worst thing to do is not respond to an email.
Yeah.
But anyway, on a scale of 1 to 10, how excited are we? I'm a 7.5 to an 8. 10 if they have a Keystone tent.
Tom's talking about his penis right now.
I wish. Kyle, how excited are you on a scale of 0? You can be a 0. I hope not, for the sake of the podcast, but 0 to 10.
I feel like this is one of my first like summer events. I'm like a 9. Just room for improvement there.
But you'll still be in school, right? So it's not totally summer
yet.
But
this coming week, next week, is a 4-day week because Memorial Day, right?
Every week for you is a 4-day week.
No, it's not. This is like one of the longest stretches we've had with
2 weeks of constant employment.
It's been more like 4.
Wow, Josh, 0 to 10. How excited?
I'm indifferent right now, just because.
Especially after your wine tasting fiasco, you let us know.
No,
off pod. He went to the wine tasting last week, and not enjoyable.
You know me, man. I started saying shit after a while, and I was just getting.
Did you yell at other wine tasting goers?
Yeah, I did. I honestly did. And I was talking to Rebecca about it. I've been trying to work on my I have an anger problem, but it's anger towards people who don't follow kind of the natural order of things. Things that make sense to me, like being polite to others and respecting others, watching out for where you're going, things like that.
Ma'am, if you want to try the white Zinf here, you have to get back in line.
Right. Well, that's what I was like. What dude? You've been up there for 20 minutes.
I'll never laugh. There's sometimes I'm at work and where I actually have to tell someone to, like, because the line for, like, a checkout, I actually have to tell them to get to the back of the line because they walk in front of people. I'm 32 years old and I'm like, feel like I'm lunch line leading right now. It's very sparingly, but it does happen.
Oh, no, yeah.
So, what are you guys most excited for? Are you excited to taste all the local stuff or, like, the craziness from, like, New Hampshire, Massachusetts?
I don't care, really. I'm just going to drink what looks good.
Well, you pretty much drink everything available there. And you get funky.
Is that why you said it'd be hard to do a podcast about? I didn't mean, like,
so I think
the day of.
I think before this, we need to eat...
I wrote a text to the group. I want diligent notes for a solid recap.
We need some hearty food even before this. So I'm
garbage
thinking,
plates before and after.
I was going to say beforehand for breakfast, we need to eat a giant stack of pancakes with beans. So it just sits there, soaks things up. And then garbage plate after.
Dude, those are going to be the worst smelling farts.
That must be the pancakes and beans.
So one of my favorite things about the wine festival was remember how you were talking about the tickets? They don't enforce tickets, right? But they did at the wine fest. And
wine people and beer people are different.
No. I asked why. I'm like, normally you people don't. Well, like, what's the deal? They're like, someone projectile vomited over other people. I was like, what? For this, like, sip fest that I'm a part of that I don't even have a buzz for? So some asshole ruined it for the others. Like, it must have been that dick who was doing, like, it was actually in the first session, so before the second session. So keep in mind, there are 2 sessions for this. So if we're not feeling funky enough, and I think we will feel funky enough, but, like, you can go to a second session. And here's another story, because I've gone to the last 3 they've had.
Do we really need 2 sessions?
No.
So,
because aren't they like 4 hours
saying,
apart?
Like, funky enough, I'm just picturing myself walking around drunk, like...
Yeah. Like, it's going to be a Cosby Show intro. So a memory I have is we were standing in line because you have to wait in line. They check your tickets. And there was some drunk fuck who purchased VIP for the first one. And he literally walks up, like, budgets in line. And he was so shit-faced. He's like, yeah, I'm VIP. And they're like, sir, you cannot get in here. But I'm VIP. Sir, you were VIP for the first session. That doesn't make you VIP for the second session. No, but I'm VIP. And, like, I'm like, dude, why can't you wrap your brain around this concept? Like, no, the VIP does not, like, expand. Like, it's not an all-day thing. Like, you pay VIP for an extra hour. No wonder he was shit-faced. He could barely walk. And, like, you'll be pretty buzzed, man. You'll be pretty buzzed. But this guy was, like, stumbling all over.
I'm just thinking back to last Friday, Tom, when you were shouting at the Uber driver about running for president.
Oh, that's right. I'm running for president with Chelsea. I remember that, yeah. I think I got his vote.
I gave her a nice tip because she was like... She just calmly talked to you back like, okay, Tom, so you're running for president in 2020. It was trying to pedal back and talk to you.
I'm excited that my announcement came in a ride home at 2 a.m. It's how I planned it.
Wait, so what happened?
I'm running for president.
Oh my God, Tom last Friday, he was talking, the bartender at Dickey's had to ask him about it. And he was trying to give me and Tyler cabinet positions, which we were refusing.
You won't refuse when I win.
I might.
I gave another one of our friends. I think I gave Drew's one too. No, he wasn't there. That was a different time.
Yeah, Drew's was not there that time.
I gave him a different position in a different administration.
Did you see Drew? Oh, you didn't see Drew's at Dickey's?
No. We saw Breyer.
He actually told me
showed up.
Here nor there, but yeah,
separately.
Yeah, Breyer and
because
Drew.
he went to the Lilac Fest for the first night. Yonder Mountain String Band.
It was shitty. We were gonna go, but it was just shitty.
Yeah. I mean, I was wavering. I was like, I don't know.
But yeah, so I had fun. That's good. I like to enjoy my Fridays, Kyle.
Well, I do too.
You were out till 2 a.m.?
I don't remember.
Wait,
I think we were out.
No, I did because we got food and stuff, and they didn't come to
it was
3
like
in the morning.
1:30. I think we were coming back.
Yeah, we got calzones, and they didn't come to like 3 in the morning. Because I remember.
Where'd you go for the calzone?
Zoni's in Henrietta because they're the only place that delivers past like 1 here.
That driver must have fucking hated you.
I tipped nicely. It was like a $45 bill for 3 things.
Oh yeah, I got the cash for you.
Thanks. We don't have to
But
talk about that on podcast, but now I don't have to break your legs.
It's in my car.
Was it worth it?
Well, I mean, it was 3. I'm on like a night off, so like, what do you? I mean,
you get a garbage plate at that time. You don't do a zoni.
Not that delivers here.
You get a pizza at that time. You don't do a zoni.
Not that delivers here.
Are you kidding me? There's tons of
We don't live in the bosom of entertainment like
Aries, man.
No, I'm not calling someplace.
You know, honestly,
You Grubhub it.
Was the week
literally
before
the only
2
option on
weeks?
Grubhub here after 1 is Calios.
And Chinese food.
No, Hong Kong House is actually off the list now.
Isn't Taco Bell pretty late on there too?
They're like 12.
Oh really?
Also, I wouldn't want someone to ferry us Taco Bell. I'd feel bad about that.
I wouldn't want that after like midnight anyhow. But
Good.
what
Glad
was
only
it?
after
Was
midnight.
it 2 weeks ago? 3 weeks ago? You insisted that I had that Spanakopia. That was actually pretty good.
Spanakopita.
Yeah, because it had been in our fridge forever.
Yeah,
Oh.
you were like making something for yourself, and then everyone was just like, "Come on, Kyle, you need to eat something. Have the Spanakopia." I felt like
You seem to enjoy it.
I really do like Spanakopia a lot, and I was
Just not
surprised
forced
how
down your
good the
throat at 1
frozen
a.m.?
version it was.
Oh, it was the Sam's Choice frozen version.
Sam's Choice. I'm gonna have to get that myself.
It was in our fridge for like a year. I just
I
wanted it
enjoy
gone.
Spanakopia, and that was
What's
nice.
Sam's Choice?
That's Walmart's fancy brand. Do you remember Sam's Clubs?
Yeah.
Sam's Choice is there.
Oh, so it's
high-end
at
product.
Walmart. I don't have to have
No,
a
Sam's
Club
Clubs don't
membership?
exist anymore, so you now find Sam's
They
Choice
don't.
food in regular Walmarts.
I didn't realize they didn't.
That was their paid membership.
So, did they build anything on Ridge Road, where the Sam's Club was?
No idea.
We are becoming the only people from Rochester should listen to this, because it's like, what about on Ridge Road, where the Sam's Club?
I mean, yes, we
Garbage
probably
plates.
should work on having a more global appeal. Like, what just happened to Sam's Clubs in general?
We're against tariffs.
You know, honestly, have you guys
China.
ever heard what Walmart... So Sam Walden, when Walmart first
Walton.
came about, Walmart was all about American-made products. Everything at Walmart was American-made.
Then it started costing too much money.
Well, and then he died, and then the rest of the family was like, "Fuck that, we're gonna make everything in China." But he must have been rolling in his grave, because that was like his whole steak was everything's made in the USA.
Well, imagine now, Walmart wouldn't exist. Walmart makes a profit by selling such
Funny?
volume.
It's funny because Walmart still has that, like, if you're a red-blooded American, you're gonna shop at Walmart.
Yeah.
But they totally got rid of that made in the USA thing. So, I mean, I have known, like, libertarian-minded people who hate Walmart, who avoid shopping there. I used to boycott Walmart when I was in high school.
Why?
And a cooler person.
I worked there in college. Walmart was fun, man.
Did you work?
liked working at Walmart?
Did you work?
I worked
with
in the
Rob?
Lawn and Garden Center. Lawn and Garden Center, if I can
Lawn
talk.
and Gun Center.
Did you work with
Lawn and
Rob?
Guns. I did nothing. There were
Rob
like 20
Mus-
of us kids. I literally did nothing.
Rob
for
Rob
summers.
worked at Brockport for 5 years.
I worked there for
Rockwell Walmart?
Yeah.
I worked there for 1 semester, and then they.
He said one time he cashed out Chuck Mangione.
You have his a saxophone,
You mean the flugelhorn?
the flugelhorn. Chuck Mangione.
I'm unfamiliar
Holy
with
cow!
Who are they? Is it some musician?
Sir, you don't even have to pay with that flugelhorn.
But it's funny that he was at the Walmart, because that King of the Hill episode, it's my favorite episode, where Dale thinks he's like living in the Megalomart, and everyone thinks he's crazy, but turns out he was right. Like Chuck Mangione, for some reason, King of the Hill, like Chuck Mangione is a guest star a bunch of times.
Maybe he knows the writer.
And Tom, he's a Rochester musician from Rochester, big in the late 70s, good making love music.
So has Rochester not been musically gifted since the 80s? This Mangione guy, foreigner, like,
Well,
have we not been talented since the
Dude,
80s? I mean, this podcast is evidence we are not talented.
Joywave. But Joywave.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Michaela Davis was mentioned in Rolling Stone.
She's very talented.
Recently.
We just saw her.
Yeah. She's actually playing on Saturday at like 1:30, I think.
At the Lilac Fest?
Yeah.
Well, we're going to be too drunk to taste chicken by then.
Maybe we'll hear her
No,
harp.
we'll be at the beer tent.
Too drunk to taste chicken.
See, the cool thing about the Lilac Festival is when you're under a tent there.
Is it lilac or lilac? Lilac or lilac?
Tom, but you always...
It's the Lilac Fest.
You always mispronounce words, so it could be lilac, too.
Could be lilac.
Lilac.
What, Kyle? Lilac, lilac, or lilac?
I can't even say it now that you put too many ideas in my head.
It sounds like something to assist with lesbian
Lilacs. I say lilacs.
Lilacs? Not
No,
lilac. Lilacs.
Oh my God! Did Aunt Ellen grow these lilacs? I remember because my Aunt Ellen used to grow lilacs in the city.
DeGeneres?
She a Sarah McLachlan fan? A Lilith Fair goer?
No, she. God rest her soul. My Aunt Ellen was the coolest. So she was like my great aunt, and she would just dress like Mick Jagger. Like she would just
love it.
She would just wear like one of those like puffy shirts and then like a red jacket over it.
Would she do the walking up like?
She was like, so she was like a Irish. She was like an Irish woman, but she was super tan because she would just be out in the sun all the time.
Love her already.
And she would get pretty wasted, pretty toasty at a lot of family events. And she was just a lot of fun.
I like that. Everyone needs an aunt like that.
I remember, like, my mom's normally like pretty judgy if people are drinking too much, but like her Aunt Ellen, she would just like have to spend the night or something, and my mom's like, here's like a blanket and here's the couch made up, and my Aunt Ellen would just be like, I just need a corner and a blanket. And
Well, you should.
No, Aunt Ellen, you're gonna have a couch.
You know what's funny is I brought my mom out to.
That's how I was, man. I was like, give me some floor and a blanket, and I'm good.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's really Tom.
I didn't know that about you, Tom.
I brought my
For
mom
late
out
night
to
crashing,
the
man.
Belgrade
I don't know
Zoo
if
Do you
you're
even need a
insinuating.
pillow?
No, I used to always bring my pillow and my blankie when I went places.
What?
My pillow and my blankie. It was this pillow and blanket I had since like my my junior year of high school. So I had my junior and senior year of high school. I had it when I went away to Ohio for college. I had it when I went back, or came back here. I had it through Brockport. It finally died like my first year out of college. It had guided me through some tough times.
It was so crusty.
Oh, it was like ripped. It was like ripped everywhere. And do you know how beat in a pillow is after like 5 years of using it?
What?
Was it like
No,
Batman?
beat in a pillow is after like 5
Was it
years.
Batman themed?
My pillows turn yellow from my sweat.
Well, that's my So my pillow and my blankie, I wrote it out so literally it broke, and the blanket disintegrated in half, and I finally threw it out. It was a sad
have
time.
a Batman or Star Wars case on it?
No, it was a bit dark green for my taste.
Because those were like the sheets that lasted like the longest through my childhood. I had these like Batman sheets that had like the cartoon Joker on them.
I had a Batman Returns.
Were they dark so it
comforter.
covered up when you peed the bed?
Not those ones really. I mean, kind of. But then
Mine were navy. So
I had the Star Wars blanket from episode 1, and on one side, so it was almost like a reversible blanket. On one side, it was like bright tan with like the different logos of like the Rebellion and the other guys, and then the other side was like a space battle. So that was like the darker side that you could pee on.
And that's what you did?
So I brought my mom out to the Bill Gray's Tap Room for Mother's Day.
In your hometown?
We did.
The place that made you?
So, that's actually a cool establishment if you guys haven't gone.
I
mean,
know
it's
a lot
not-
of times whenever my brother comes up to town, that's like the one place he wants to go back to.
It's
Just like
nice.
meet
And
people
if you don't
everything.
eat Bill Gray's a lot, it's burger's pretty good.
I'm kind of sad. I was hoping the Diamond Lounge would have had more success.
What was that?
Do you remember the Diamond Lounge?
It sounds so familiar.
It was in that same plaza. It was like this nightclub they tried to open up.
Oh,
it had
the
really bad YouTube videos.
Pool tables.
Yeah. I never went. We just heard.
You
That
should
sounds so
see.
familiar.
If there's
I don't
any
think I've
YouTube
ever been
videos of
Well,
them.
I think it lasted like 6 months. It was not
God,
Well, I remember there's
Good
like
idea.
the kids' place where like Fazul's was.
Is
and,
that closed?
And that was like a lot of teachers were upset about that because like middle schoolers and shit would just go there to hang out and drink pop and shit.
Yeah, but we went to the Bill Gray's tap room, and I was drinking Kolsch's there, reasonably priced.
They stole the video.
Oh my god! I think we got to play this. Before we play it though,
4 minutes long.
Well, you can just play maybe a section of it. We can't get in trouble, right?
I don't know.
Oh,
The last Facebook post was from May 1st, 2012.
I don't think they have the same poll as Matlock.
2000, Tom. That's 7 years, man.
Oh, good
We'll
pictures.
We'll play it. Play it. Go ahead. Do it.
Well, I mean, there's graphics you really got to see that make it worth it.
All right. Well, we can explain it.
I mean, we could also just do this after the podcast.
No, it's better to
Our
watch
listeners want to hear it.
the Diamond Lounge, and we'll explain it.
Owner of the Diamond Lounge.
Let your bottles pop, yeah, and blow your endo smoke in the air, yeah. And if you want one, put your lighters
lots of
up,
booties.
don't be scared, don't be scared, don't be scared.
I got my lighter up, I got my drink. Shorty stripped down and party hard like it's Mardi Gras. Wop boys, we get it in. What you bring your shorty for? Now you wanna leave and that makes her wanna party more.
One pill shit 5 times slow. Fuck 5 times, fuck 5 times more. Weed bottle popping, models popping on the pole.
They keep showing that dude. He must be the rapper.
Weed bottle popping, models popping on the pole. Popping on the pole. Popping on the pole. Weed bottle popping, models popping on the pole. Pop 40 pill shit 5 times slow. Fuck 5 times more. Supply hydro, so my eyes low. Weed bottle popping, models popping on the pole.
Wow, boys, entertainment. We got a lot of dough. We
Yes,
bottle
good.
popping, models popping on the pole.
Oh, yeah.
No pole, we some old.
So now you need to look at Wild Boys Entertainment. So, long story short,
It was a nightclub that existed near where I think it was actually where the Bill Gray's was before it opened. Like they had.
I remember seeing like the logo out there, and I don't think I've ever.
You
been
know
in
what's
it, though.
weird is we would have been of age to attend there.
Oh yeah, it opened a year or two after we graduated college. Like I think we were also living in Brockport. That's why like it was a joke. Like we're like, let's go to the D Lounge because we saw that video and I'm like,
That would have been
we're
like
going in.
2012. I would have been 21 exactly.
Well, you can see why it wasn't a very successful business.
Well, I mean, that was like pre-Uber and all that stuff was just a terrible location. Like I would never walk up that far.
Well, Bill Gray's is a good location because it doesn't just attract like college people. It's good for like a lot of middle-aged people.
They still have a
go there.
website up?
No, this is the Diamonds Billiards Bar and Grill in Greece.
That's got to be the same thing.
It looks so
So,
different.
Grease
to
people would
summarize
eat
the
that up.
video, cheesy graphics, horrible rapper, lots of
I
booties,
thought it was good.
similar faces.
Read the Urban Dictionary term, Josh.
Diamond Lounge, okay.
In the mic.
I do not have my glasses. So
Do you want me to do it?
Yeah.
Urban Dictionary for Diamond Lounge, a failed club in Brockport, New York, open for little girls under 21. Only 5 people occupied this club at one time. Unpopular due to an overweight white DJ. That's a bit harsh.
Wow.
Ooh.
Open for 3 weeks.
Urban Dictionary, the
Someone
confessional of it all.
Someone may have had a little bit of beef with the Diamond Lounge.
Open for 3 weeks, though.
I don't know if that
Urban Dictionary is like the pre-Twitter. I'm gonna get out some gossip.
I think that's a lie. The first comment on Facebook was March 11th, 2012. First comment was March 3rd, 2012. Last comment was May 1st, 2012.
Remember when we thought the world
Wait,
was
so
gonna end?
March, April, May, that is 3 months.
3 months. 3 months.
What, wait.
Getting it.
that. Oh wow. Yeah, this. I mean, there. It seems like people had good times there. It's not exactly my my scene, but what's DJ? Is it Jello?
Yeah.
Gilo?
That was from April. They were doing a lot of research into a former nighttime establishment of our former haunt.
Brockport does not need like a nightclub.
Oh, by the way, I'm 99%.
It's a hard place to get one.
These are all from the same night.
I mean, we've talked on here about like the Brockport dynamic. Is it's like a college town trying to be more of a college town versus
I do like that everyone's sipping Bud Light wines.
Victorian
That is great. And someone's wearing
people.
Abercrombie. The good old days, man, when Abercrombie and A&F was everywhere. Okay.
Now it's
None
all
of these people look like people we went to
Supreme
college with.
and
But again, it's from one night.
Skate
All right, that's enough of that.
So R.I.P.
Things.
Diamond Lounge.
We should reopen it.
Yeah.
Maybe with new guidance, they'd thrive.
the new Diamond Lounge.
Triple D.
We bring back DJ Jello. But it's not spelled Jello, it's Gelo.
He could be a very popular DJ. Like maybe
Is it
that's where he got to
Gello?
start.
He's probably working at like Sutherland right now, and would really enjoy the
Whoa,
pub.
working at Denny's. Big booties everywhere. Where?
You have no respect for the
Smoking
DJ
that
trade.
endo kush. Endo.
But yes, I can't believe you guys don't remember it.
I do. Now that you brought it up. It's
Do we recommend the Diamond Lounge?
It's like, I do not recommend it. I would say, I would compare it to like a person who gets molested by a priest. It's one of those memories you just want to push away.
Whoa.
You just want to push that memory away.
Whoa.
It's in the back of your brain. Oh, do you remember Father Smith? Oh, don't talk about Father Smith.
I feel bad for that DJ. I just Googled him and couldn't find him anywhere. I hope he had a good career. I hope he's still going.
Could have changed his name.
I don't want the artist to ever be the reason why something fails.
He's probably DJ 5 Kiddos.
That means any of us can take the name DJ Jello.
It's not spelled like
it
Jello, like the brand. That would be trademark.
You can add an extra L to it and multiple O's.
Triple L like I smoke on my way to the club.
Dude. So we should go to the Bill Gray's Tap Room and wear Diamond Lounge shirts.
We should make a plaque.
We should occupy Bill Gray's Tap Room until it becomes the Diamond Lounge again. Like take down the sign and everything.
And then close in 3 months.
And then force the Bill Gray's restaurant to make all our food.
And
But I feel like the tap room has been so much more successful than anything else that's been in that spot.
Well,
That's like the Plaza of Death. Besides, Bill Gray's was excluded. Like
they're doing well because they're marketing to like the Brockport people, which are like middle-aged
townies,
depressed fuckers.
I knew like older people.
mean you're moving back to Brockport when you're 45?
Moving back to Brockport.
When I worked at the Brockport,
Shake your fist at all the
schools,
kiddos.
Yeah, kiddos.
Worked at the Brockport schools. There were a lot of like middle-aged, not a lot. I'm thinking of one, but like middle-aged people just like Fish Fry Friday. They're going
Fish
to the
Fry
tap room.
Friday.
My girlfriend tells me
song.
it's like the place for teachers. It's
I'm
a
sure
nice
it is,
dude.
yeah.
There's lots of space there. There is like you can do darts.
Some
We
teachers
have a
go to
good time
barbers a lot too.
They play a lot of Bump and Grind by R. Kelly.
I've also
Set the
seen
mood.
teachers over at the Red Jug, but that was like
there. I love the Red Jug, man. They have cheap beers there.
Red Jug is nice.
We need all right. So we talk about this all the time. You know what's weird is
Come
our
up there.
podcast.
I need a closer drive.
Our podcasts always go back to Brockport and garbage plates and shit like that. Sorry for our
Well,
listeners.
at least we're doing the craft beer tasting that can involve a garbage plate.
It'll be
Like,
different. We're gonna be sophisticated for one day.
I'm wearing Argyle and my shorts with anchors on them.
I'm gonna have my dick out of my pants.
At least wait for the first
I'm
3
not going to
beers.
have pants, period.
Kicking it up a notch.
I'm gonna stretch my ball sack so it looks like one of those spitter creatures from Jurassic Park.
I'm just going to wear a long... I'm just going to wear a long, too large shirt like I'm a kid ready for bed.
I'm gonna just ask every person who's serving the beer. Do you remember the Diamond Lounge? That shit was great.
No one's gonna remember.
I'm DJ.
I had
DJ
to prod
Jimbo.
your Brockport brain.
Yeah.
Like, you remember the Diamond Lounge?
Did you get molested at the Diamond Lounge too?
No, you're gonna ask that, and someone's gonna
What
be
if
like,
one of
"Yeah,
our
I owned
5
it."
listeners is the former owner of that club?
You're gonna find like the owner, or like, hey, I am DJ Jello, no longer listening.
If we see DJ Jello on Saturday, I'm gonna give him a high five. Be like, respect.
I guess
Is it how is it not spelled like the Bill Cosby Jello? Is it like gel, like GEL?
We're giving a lot of publicity.
Like I wore a lot of gel.
DJ space G3LO.
So did spell it with a G?
How many more videos are there?
Are you sure it's not DJ Gello? He never said it could be DJ Gello.
This will be the best promotional tool we've ever had.
That was the only sort of.
How many YouTube views does it have?
Okay. Jesus Christ.
I want to hear this song again.
It has 2,070 views.
That's like more plays than our podcast.
I'm not going to lie. I was probably 300 to 500 of those.
Read the comments below. There has to be a few.
Okay, ready?
Oh, this made my week.
Okay. The top one was the guy that made a video pandering for views. We're going to skip that one.
Okay.
Advertise more, like last Friday was ill, but Saturday and this Thursday sucked. Make a Facebook page. Let the ladies in free with a guy, and the place will shake.
Well, so
they charged people.
They overcharged the cover.
I thought this was a review. All I see is the same people in the video, and the song is horrible, and so was this video.
Can you play that beat again? Just want to hear it. For
They also spell grand opening GRANDE opening.
Grande opening.
Entrance was pet.
Tacos were included.
If I remember, this place could only fit like 30 people.
I mean, if it was where the tap room, I wonder if maybe they had like half the space in the tap room. Tap room's pretty big.
Going down. Order up a drink, fire up a blunt. I came to have a good time.
Order up a drink, fire up a blunt.
I'm gonna have to ask you to put that blunt out.
Dude, this person's musical influence is like 10 years too late. This is like Ja Rule, period.
Let your bottles pop, yeah. And blow your endo smoke in the air. Yeah. And if you're wrong,
Diamond
light is up, don't be scared. Don't be scared.
I heard it was lit. Based on that,
I want it, dude. So you know what we'll do is we'll invent a time machine, and we'll only be able to
go to the Diamond
No,
Lounge?
yeah, we'll only be able to use it once. And they'll be like, "What do you want to do in history? Do you want to
back
save
to
JFK?
2012.
No.
Diamond Lounge grand
Do
opening.
you want to stop the World War? No. I'm going to the Diamond Lounge.
No, here's the movie. Here's the movie.
Bottles pop in the air.
The Aztec calendar is right. In 2012 is the end of the world. The only way you can save it is to reset the Aztec calendar. Where is it? It's in the Diamond Lounge.
See, that's like
Rockport, New York.
That's Ancient Aliens. Like, we're talking about the Diamond Lounge. Like, no, let me just think about it. The Inca lines, it all started with the Diamond Lounge.
Oh, Nazca line.
Here's it. The Aztec calendar wasn't talking about the end of the world. They're talking about the end of the Diamond Lounge in 2012.
There had to, I'm hoping at least.
How would you never go there, Josh, in the 3 months it existed?
I feel like everyone was talking about it.
I feel like you had to be
those
creeping
3
around
months,
Brockport
but
around that area.
I never went there.
Oh, the actual end of the year, the cycle was December 21st, 2012. The D Lounge did not make it there to that far. Maybe that's why we're safe, because the Diamond Lounge collapsed. We didn't worry about any weird time fluxes.
2012 was a weird year. I was dating a girl in the city, so I was like in the city most of the time.
Oh, being a city cat.
What? I didn't know that.
I was going to school. It was when I was dating Kate. Going to school.
Did she have tats?
Lots of tats.
Did she have any tats of Diamond Lounge?
I'd never thought about that, but maybe she did.
You know, we're giving them free advertisement. We should just build.
What if they reopen under all this publicity?
I guarantee you said there's another Diamond Lounge, right?
Yeah, in Greece, but that's like an actual billiards club.
No, but don't you get it though?
It was a billiards club though.
But don't you get it? Greece, this would work.
But they don't have any pictures like that going on.
Everyone in Greece eats that shit up. Everyone in Greece is tacky as fuck.
Yeah, they're butt funneling the fuck out of it.
Butt funneling?
Yeah.
Why can't it just be regular funneling?
They grind up Ja Rule CDs and put it in their buttholes.
Oh, I would love to do that.
So put it on me.
Get back, motherfucker, you don't know me like that. Get back.
Tom.
I know, but I just got really excited.
Ludacris had diamonds in the back of the game.
Got me into like my early 2000s.
So, I don't know,
it was the easiest.
Our listeners, we can't play copyrighted music.
We just played a copyrighted video.
No, it was not copyrighted. That guy
Get back to some job rule, Tom.
And it's free use if it's under 7 seconds.
You're always on time.
Is it really?
You're always there when I call.
We're not big enough to look into technically fair use or not. When we get 10,000 listeners, then maybe we'll have to worry about it. I listen to a lot of podcasts that are listened to by tens, if not hundreds of thousands of people, and they do stuff like this all the time.
You know, I think my life will be made. We'll end the podcast if the Diamond Lounge owner sues us.
Well,
we know what he looks like, so we can.
He's
do
got a big
reference.
A for Abercrombie on his shirt and Pauly D hair. I'm sure he's got lots of things
Another
stuck to
DJ.
it. And DJ Gello.
Jello, but like hair gel.
Fucking creative bastard, you. A play on Jello. And it was definitely before the whole Bill Cosby rape accusations, because I'm sure his business went downhill after that.
Oh yeah, as all of ours did.
Generally, as long as we're using something and we're not trying to profit off it, we should be okay. Like
so we're trying to profit off the Matlock theme song? I think not.
I think YouTube just has a big thumb up their butt.
Yeah, and I also think fuck YouTube, because
that's why we don't broadcast on YouTube anymore.
Who really we're bringing attention to Matlock to our generation. I mean, we only
did Matlock sue us? I didn't get those papers.
Well, it's who owns Matlock.
Matlock.
You know, that's a problem in America, is that all these companies are consolidating more and more. Look, the Disney wants to buy Hulu now. It's insane. And then
they own Hulu. They own
Hulu already. Okay.
Yeah.
And then was it Sony and Universal want to explore partnership together? I think it was Sony and Universal.
Disney's going to own absolutely everything one day, though.
Well, I mean, they already own like a fifth or fourth probably now, and everything's just getting more consolidated. Things are scary, but I think we're headed towards. I mean, I always say civilization only has 50 years, but with Trump's tariffs, I think we're going to head into another depression.
Well, that's crazy. Disney has $100 billion in assets. That's a lot. Yeah. That's a lot of assets. Sorry, here nor there, but I'm just looking up and like that is a lot of assets.
Yeah,
$100 billion worth.
I think they have more than that. It's just hidden.
Yeah, I would think. To me, that seems relatively cheap.
Yeah.
Because I feel like they should be in the trillions.
I think they just try to lowball as much as they can through whatever. You know, it's like doing taxes. Like, they just pretend that they have the least amount that possible.
They're probably not for profit.
I don't know.
I can see. I mean, if we sign on with Disney, they barely have to pay us anything. Just one of those billions.
You know what's the weirdest part is, like, they raised their theme park prices, and out of anything, like, you're killing it everywhere. You own everything. Like, and you're going to raise your theme park prices $30 a month. I've never been to Disney. I personally would love to. So if
I've been a few times. Go to Universal instead, though. It's better.
I just want to go to Florida, man. I don't travel very often.
But if you have the choice between Disney World or Universal Studios, do Universal, do the Islands of Adventure shit too, because they have like two parts. That's like the hustle, and Disney does it too. Disney has like 5 different parks.
Yeah, Yeah.
Universal has, I think, just like the two, Universal and that was the last place I went to. And to me, like the rides are just cooler, they're better. Where Disney, it's more like they still have some pretty cool rides. I haven't been there as recently as I've been to Universal, but Disney banks on like just that history, like the charm of like everyone likes Disney, but Universal is more like the thrilling rides. They did get rid of some old ones that were cool though. Like they used to have a Jaws ride.
That's got to be still there.
No, they got rid of it. It was a cool Jaws. I mean, it was definitely like getting dated, but it's cool. Like you're on like a boat and they have like a robot Jaws, like a fin that like follows you around, and then like an actor that's like, oh shit, that's Jaws, and like you hide in like a boat garage for a second, and then you just hear this banging, and it's like, oh no, he found us. And they took down the King Kong ride too, which was another like staple, like, you know, giant robot King Kong. But they put in a Mummy roller coaster, and that Mummy roller coaster is one of the best damn rides. It's
so that's a goal we need to. Well, I personally need to go to Universal, but I think
it's like a whole thing. You got to get like the fast pass shit too.
We should go to Seabreeze or Darien Lake
because Because you go to one of those bigger theme parks though, and like without like a fast pass thing, if you're there at like the busiest time of day, you're waiting like
for 4 hours
literally
for one ride.
Well, I mean it's more like 2.
Normally, I just pull my dick out of my pants and people just move away.
I'm handicapped.
You better do that every time we have more than 2 people in line.
Excuse me, flaccid pass.
But like I've been with my family a bunch of times over the years since I was like a kid. But like one thing that we've noticed is if you like, so like a lot of times we would go to the parks, do the fast pass shit and stuff, and then like go like eat dinner or something, come back at like 6-7 o'clock, and everyone like clears out of there at like 6 or 7 o'clock.
They're tired of waiting,
and you can just like walk on a lot of these rides.
I have fucking airline miles burning up my wallet. I need to.
Florida, you can get cheap flights too because they're built around tourism. So like Florida to Rochester,
it's only like $100.
Yeah, I can
fly to Buffalo.
It's weird. Like I can, I spend more money going to see my brother in Charlotte, even though it's half the distance. Just because Charlotte's all business, you know, no one's going there for real tourism. But Florida's all tourism, so they want to like get here cheap, so you can spend your money here.
That could also change if you just go to the NASCAR Hall of Fame. I'll make it a thriving tourist center.
They have
enough NASCAR in Florida too.
All right, so Josh, final question: did you not get us VIP passes?
I did not. No, because it's not worth it. I mean,
so are they just gonna know that we're keeping it 1492 and they'll just let us saunter?
You're literally going from like your drunkenness is based off of like how much we're squinting. So we're gonna be squinting like this. Our viewers can't see, but how would you
keep it at 1492? What does that mean?
We're half squint.
He's not really squinting. It looks like he just saw someone naked he didn't want to see.
No, we're not gonna be. You ever get so drunk where you close an eyelid and you know what I mean? You ever do this? You have one eye open because it helps.
Yeah, okay. So
you don't get the spins. We're not going to get that crazy.
We're going to look very confused.
But we're going to still do this.
It's also middle afternoon, but should be fun. So listeners, next time we're going to be back, you are going to get the inaugural Keeping It 1492 craft beer tasting review. I've asked all staff and squires to take diligent notes for us, so we can give you a comprehensive review of the highs, hopefully not the lows, and all the in-between. Vomiting. Have a good day.
I think we should, our alibi, if people are like, what the hell is Keeping It 1492? We should say we're a podcast. We're all the great grandsons of Christopher Columbus, the Admiral of the Sea.
Or we just say we're media tastemakers.
I like that better.
Boom. Josh, any final words?
Yeah, we'll be back with a great description of the craft beer festival. Pray for my cat. If you want to support us, we have a Patreon that does not exist yet, so think about donating. And thank you, Tom. Thank you, Kyle, for running this. Episode 61. We're still having fun, making lots of money.
With all due respect, that's a bunch of malarkey.